BTS News Today. In a world full of dynamics and surprises from K-pop idols, BTS always manages to be in the spotlight. But this time, not because of the release of a new song or an appearance on a grandiose stage, but rather a moment that seems simple but holds incredible warmth. Jimin and Jungkook were caught on camera in an intimate moment that immediately made the virtual world excited. The moment happened when the two held Nobar, Watch Together, the latest music video released by their agency. The ARMY's reaction flooded social media with speculation, admiration, and of course, many admit to failing to focus. This incident stems from a live streaming video shared through BTS's official fan community platform. In the video, Jimin and Jungkook are seen sitting next to each other in a room that looks comfortable, decorated in a minimalist but still typical Bangtan style. On the screen, the latest MV of one of the rookie artists under the big hit label is playing, and both members seemed enthusiastic. However, what actually became a magnet for attention was the gentle and intimate interaction between Jimin and Jungkook throughout the Nobar. Jungkook, who is known to be calm, looked at Jimin several times, throw spontaneous comments about the MV they watch. Jimin responded with a small smile, eyes that squinted with laughter, and sometimes with a spoiled push on Jungkook's arm. Although their conversation is not entirely clear because the MV audio is quite dominant, their expressions speak more than words. A few seconds of the video even shows Jimin's hand spontaneously touching Jungkook's arm, while the meaning doesn't seem to matter at all. Instead of smiling broadly, it was almost like holding back an embarrassed laugh. The reaction of netizens was unstoppable. A short clip of the moment instantly spread across X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Keywords like Jimin Jungkook Nobar, Kookman moment, until wrong focus immediately rose to become a trending topic in various countries. Many soldiers revealed that the interaction made them feel the warmth of closeness between BTS members again, which during this time had felt far away due to the busy military and solo projects of each. Not a few also feel emotional seeing that moment, as if to prove that although time and situation separate, the bond between members is irreplaceable. One of the most commented moments was when Jimin, who was wearing a beige, oversized hoodie, glanced at Jungkook and said something that made both of them chuckle. The camera that took the angle from the side captured the moments when they looked at each other with meaningful glances. In the middle of a quiet room, with the light of the MV screen bouncing across their faces, that interaction becomes sort of slow-motion moment for the audience. Even some ARMY mentions that the vibe between the two feels like a scene in a romantic drama. What makes this moment so evocative? The answer lies in the long history of Jimin and Jungkook's relationship that has been building for more than a decade. From the time of the trainee to the debut, they have gone through ups and downs together. Their closeness is not new, but every time they appear before the public, it always manages to bring warm feelings. Especially in the present, where the members are undergoing mandatory military service and solo projects are quite time-consuming. Seeing these two figures sitting together and laughing like old times again became a kind of emotional gift for the fans. A fan wrote on the community platform, "I cried when I saw that video. Not because they do extraordinary things, but because they look like Jimin and Jungkook used to laughing, leaning, greet each other with a look that only the two of them can understand." Other comments mention, "I don't know why after seeing this Nobar, I have come to believe that true friendship exists." Korean media also highlighted the moment. Several articles appeared on Naver and Dispatch, discussing how the interaction was the subject of heated discussion among the global ARMY. One music journalist even mentions that these kinds of small moments are much more influential than formal statements or deliberate promotions, because it shows the human and emotional side of idols that often look perfect. However, not a few also associate this closeness with deeper speculation. Hashtags like #KookmanReal and #Jungkook are trending, bringing back an old discussion as to whether the relationship between the two was just friendship or more than that. Although the agency has never commented on this kind of speculation, ARMY is divided into several camps. Some fully support, some choose to see this moment as a form of affection between friends, and some are calling for the privacy of members to be respected. In a live session after Nobar, Jungkook was asked by fans about his friendship with Jimin. With an innocent and slightly embarrassed face, he answered, "I always know when I need company. So when we can watch together, it was like going back to the early days we lived in the dorm, share headphones and watch MVS together." The answer was enough to make the hearts of the ARMY melt again. Some even admitted to crying, seeing honesty in his tone. Jimin, on the other hand, was no less touching. In an upload on the Weverse platform, he wrote a short sentence, "Watch it together with the people you love. It makes the music feel more alive." This simple sentence was interpreted by many fans as a form of Jimin's appreciation for his togetherness with Jungkook. It shows how precious that moment is to him, more than virality. This intimate moment as Nobar seems to be a reminder of BTS's strength as a group, not just because of their musicality, but because of the sincere relationship between the members. At a time when many K-pop groups are breaking up due to internal conflicts or industry pressure, BTS continues to prove that they are more than just an idol group. They are a family bound not just by contract, but by experience, struggle, and irreplaceable affection. This moment may only last a few minutes, but the impact lasted for a long time in the hearts of fans. In a fast-paced and competitive world, small interactions like these become a calming oasis. She shows that sometimes, what makes us fall in love isn't just a song or a performance, but also a smile shared in silence, an involuntary but sincere touch, and a gaze that says more than words. Some fans even said that this moment deserved to be included in the ranks of BTS's legendary moments of all time. Some content creators started making compilations of reaction videos, slow-motion footage, until the analysis of the facial expressions of both along Nobar took place. This phenomenon became a vivid proof that love and connection between the artist and his fans can be born from the simplest things. At the end of the night, the ARMY seemed to agree that Jimin and Jungkook's intimate moments didn't just make them focus wrong, but also returns a sense of longing, warmth, and the love that has long been pent up during the break in the group's activities. The world may change, time may pass, but one thing that remains eternal is the way Jimin looks at Jungkook, and the way Jungkook smiles every time he's around Jimin. Will there be more moments like this in the future? No one knows for sure. But one thing was clear, when Jimin and Jungkook sat side by side staring at the screen, the world stopped for a moment, just to enjoy their company. Do you also feel your heart rate slowing looking at that moment? If yes, then you are not the only one. The world fell in love again, not on the MV watched, but on the two figures who watched it together. After the screen shows the last scene of the MV they watched, the atmosphere in the Nobar room turned a little more relaxed. Jimin stretched his hand up with a satisfied expression, while Jungkook glanced at Jimin with a meaningful look, as if wanting to say something but choosing to let that comfortable silence speak first. The camera is still on, and even though the MV has finished playing, tens of thousands of fans stay on stream. Hope there are additional interactions they can enjoy. And that hope really came true. Jimin took a deep breath and said, "I miss the times we spent together. In the past, every new MV release, we always Nobar together while shouting." Jungkook nodded as he chuckled. "Yes, we used to fight for seats, fight for remotes, fight for snacks." It made Jimin laugh, and his characteristic laughing voice immediately echoed in the hearts of the audience. What was unexpected was when Jungkook suddenly leaned his head on Jimin's shoulder. Even if it's just a few seconds, it's enough to flood the comments with words like "passed out," "help," "I'm not strong enough," and "they're so cute, please." Jimin was not surprised or disturbed. He just looked away for a moment, smiling, then let Jungkook's head remain on his shoulder while saying, "Are you tired today?" Jungkook replied with a weak murmur, "I'm not tired of you." The sentence was spontaneous, innocent, yet it touched many hearts.
Cause I made a leftist passionate, a college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate for taking control of your life, go out and battle, and you think you have a dream.